What's up, YouTube? This is Rich Fitz. Drop in that shooting guard build video that I post on my TikTok. Some of you requested to have me drop it, so all the clips from the Hawkeye and the deep range bomber build, this is the build I'm using. You know, 6'8" are going crazy this year, and it's meta in the Pro-Am scene itself. My role is to be off ball at the hash and be able to play lockdown defense on their 2-guard, trying to shut them down. So these doesn't matter. These are my number, my handness. I like be a lefty for the aesthetic of things. That's just how I roll for all these, for a couple 2Ks now. Moving the position over to shooting guard, 6'8", minimum wingspan at 185, and then minimum wingspan at 6'8", just so I can get the all Hall of Fame shooting badges at 96 overall. Moving on over to the finishing. I didn't really touch any of this. The goal of this build wasn't to mash or anything. I'm standing on the hash. I play Pro-Am, so most of the time I'm just dunking if it's wide open or being sent for hash cuts. But I did learn after some time spent in the builder that if I go to an 83 driving dunk, 83, I have the potential of getting contacts with 5 cap breakers, and you know, 65, 73 for posterizer. Like, I would say those are minimum. 65 for Klay Thompson, 73 for posterizer. But 83 right now is more than enough, if not more than I probably need. But with 5 cap breakers down the line, having those contacts could really optimize my build and make him an all-around threat. And just start dunking over people as well as shooting over people. So it just helps make this build a more all-around prospect in the future when I get more cap breakers. Moving on over to the shooting. I maxed out my 3-ball. I'm the shooting guard. I can't miss wide open shots. I'm going to have that as high as I possibly can. I know 90 gets you bomber, but, you know, the purpose of the build is to shoot the ball. Being a Hawkeye, being a sharpshooter. So you only really need 90 in this game right now at this height. But I went maxed out. My job is to shoot the rock. For the mid-range, I went over to a 93, so 3 cap breakers over to get 96 mid-range shot, which will give me all Hall of Fame badges. Free throw over to an 86. I think this was left over from all the other stuff, so it's a good attribute to have, but you know, I wish I could have it higher, but this build is kind of expensive in other aspects. So let's start off with the playmaking. I'll talk about that first, because I have some of the glitchy cap breakers that you guys may or may not know of. But if you're not unaware, if you put your ball handle on this build at a 66 and the speed with ball at a 71, it will take just 5 cap breakers to go from 66 to an 86 ball handle, and 1 cap breaker to go from a 71 speed with ball to a 76 for that Zach LaVine dribble style. The pass hack, I went 71. I think this is bare minimum to be a guard in. Like, I've seen some people go lower than this. Not much incentive for me to go higher than this. Like, I get diamond on silver. I could +1 it or +2 it, go from gold or Hall of Fame. But my job is to play make on the hash, catch and shoot, or give it back to my point guard if I'm not playing or creating my own shot. So just got him passing it where the open man is. It's good enough for me. So the defense on this build, I went 95 perimeter defense, 73 steal, 71 block, and then 54 interior defense. So these are elite defensive ratings. You know, I had to go a little bit lower on the steal. I would like to have an 85, but with all the attributes I spent on the offensive side of the ball, being a weapon over there, you know, I at least get my interceptor to silver, and I could use my max +1 or +2s to increase that there. 71 block will give me bronze high flying denier, which, you know, all the badges, you know, I'll take at this level. But 95 perimeter defense gives me that Hall of Fame challenger. So being the 2 guard at the pro end level, I cannot be a liability on defense, because the shooting guard is a very high scoring position. And if my lock and swing are boxing the PNR and they're trying to switch it over to 2 guard on me, I have to hold my own. I can't just be a shooter and offensive threat. I have to play defense for my team. That 95 perimeter defense is almost locked territory, so I'll take what I can get. With how good the shooting is at this height and how fast this build ends up being, you know, this is the best I could do, and it's makes it all around build with these stats. I'm gonna skip the rebounding because I was just left with this, but max out speed at 89, 84 agility for potential cap breakers. Maybe it's an 89, but 84 is more than plenty. Vertical at 78 to get to coincide with the contact dunks for later on. But yeah, that's my build. So I made this build when I only had 6 cap breakers, and I put 5 on ball handle and then 1 on speed with ball to get to an 86 and 76. But I would recommend using 6 minimum to get to those towards ball handle, speed with ball. But you could go 5 on driving dunk to get an 89. You could go 5 to agility to 89 agility. You go 5 on defensive board and get up to 75. There's many ways to go about this. The way I use my cap breakers, I went ball handle, speed with ball. Those are musts. I plan on using 3 towards mid range to get to 96, and then as I keep earning cap breakers, I'm going to try and get my driving dunk up to an 89. I might put them on agility, just be a little bit faster and maximize my speed. But as of right now, that's my plan with these cap breakers. You could go any different direction you need or you want. Like, you could even become a point guard with this build with a couple cap breakers to pass. It'll get you up to 86. So you can go any other route you want. Like, you know, this is a fun build. It's a good template. Cap breakers are yours, but for where I'm at and my role on my Pro-Am team, that's how I plan on using my cap breakers. So I use the Quentin Grimes. You can use Allen on this, but Allen felt a little clunky, and, you know, this felt a little bit more smoother off the dribble and catch and shoot for me personally. But you could use the Ray Allen base because you have enough shooting for this. But this is my jump shot. I went Grimes, upper release 1 Beluba, upper release 2 Brennan Ingram, and I went 60-40 Brennan Ingram. As you can see, the stats: A+ in the height, A+ release speed, defensive immunity is A, and the time ability is D+. It's low, but I rhythm shoot, so I'm not dribbling until I'm drained on offense, so that's not a problem for me that I've encountered. Here are my playmaking SIGs. I use RJ Barrett Pastel. You could use none. I've used none for most of the year, but I switched over to RJ Barrett. I unlocked it. Austin Reeves, I hate. I'm not using that ever again. Trying out RJ Barrett to see if it's doable, but might switch back to none. Up to you guys. Obviously, Zach LaVine dribble style with those explosive speed boost animations you get. Tracy McGrady meta, I wouldn't use anything else. I did use Cade Cunningham when I had this build at an 80 ball handle. It got the job done. Also used Jordan Poole, which was very simple. I used it a little bit last year, and very comfortable. But once I got to 85, I was able to just use T-Mac, good to combo with. Breakdown combos, I see everyone using Devin Booker and Jordan Poole, but I'm workshopping just Jason Tatum's for helping me out with combo with the explosive behind the back. But I would say more, I use Devin Booker and Jordan Poole, just testing out Jason Tatum for now. For most of the gameplay and clips, I use Jimmy Butler, but after a patch they slowed him down a little bit, so I moved down over to Paul George. Combo moves, Jordan Poole. I don't really use combo moves that much, but you get that Sham God animation. Only combo moves in the game that get you that Sham God. So don't really use the combo moves that much. You guys go whatever. I use Lonzo Ball for when I'm attacking the rim to push me in front of my defender for a dunk. Behind the back, I like Kobe White, but I've got launched into defenders way too many times. I do like DeMar DeRozan. I've been using him a lot. I like his explosive behind the back. I like his standstill behind the back moves. But I'm trying out Andrew Wiggins right now, and I do like so far everything it has, but all said and done, I'll probably go back to DeMar DeRozan. You could even go Shea. I used Shea for a little bit. It's a little bit glitchy and speedy, but I just got caught too many times having it move me forward. The explosive behind the back is elite on this build, but sometimes the standing behind the back will just get me in uncomfortable spots. Terry Rozier for the spin. James Harden for the hesitation is what I heard is meta right now, but I like the Kobe White. Kind of resets me and gets me into better combo chains, but I'm testing out James Harden. Looks a lot more simple. The quick stops are easier and better on this hesitation, so just testing it out. I use Devin Booker's setback. If you guys don't know about the Devin Booker setback, then enough said. That you need to have it. You could even go Vince Carter, but in my opinion, Devin Booker is the best setback in the game, so I'm going to use it. So I use Kobe Bryant free throw. I use Kyle Kuzma for the go-to shot for dribbling purposes. Dribble pull-up Pro 2. You guys know about that. Austin Reeves is my spin jumper. Haven't touched that. I don't use spin jumper. Hop jumper for Paul George for some combo moves. I'd play around between Klay Thompson and Dylan Brooks, but I'm in workshopping Paul George. Default. My layup's too low for any animations. My motion style is Jalen Suggs. It's more of a defensive motion style, and I love being playing offense with Caruso, but I felt like a piece of paper on defense, and I don't know, placebo maybe. I just felt like I was getting cooked with the Caruso motion style on defense, and same with McDaniels. This is a really good motion style. I felt really good with this motion style on, but Jalen Suggs is meta, and I'm getting used to it. But if it was up to me, I'd go back to McDaniels because that's what I started as after Caruso. So just trying out Jalen Suggs. I heard nothing but good things about it, so might as well give it a go. My dunk package. With dunk packages, I have clutch baseline reverses on, quick drops off one, baseline reverses off one, two hand on a basket for the generic standing dunks. I just put on Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan, and Latrell. They all look cool. Probably OC. If I were to just take off one, I'd probably take off Anthony Edwards and keep Michael Jordan the 12. Every other package, I know Devin Booker is super safe all the way around, but you know, I've been getting some kind of cool animations with these 3 on. So yeah, that's the build. Overall, there's really no weaknesses to this build. You know, it plays defense and is absolute weapon on offense. This is the build I'll be running at the 2 with for my pro-am team. Shouts to the Coxwell blockers. You know, use this build as a template, or you know, copy and paste as you will. Like, there's so many routes you could take with these cap breakers, and what you could do, you could take it so many different directions. But if you enjoyed that video, like, follow, and subscribe. This is my first video. I'll be sure to be posting future upcoming builds. If you guys have any requests, let me know. The next one I plan on dropping is my swing build that I made day 1, and I still use it to this day. It's not something you guys will expect when you see it, but if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And that's all I got for you, you filthy animals.